Israel faced one of the deadliest terror attacks in its history. As hell rained from water, land and air, one of the most chilling images were of terror being unleashed from the skies. Powered gliders, Hamas militants raining in fire and fury from the skies at a music festival. Now, India Today in this special report in the next few minutes will take you through how a sporting equipment, a sporting adventure sport, in fact, was used to unleash terror and make one of the most deadliest terror attacks possible. As the music festival went on, it was the early morning hours. Nobody noticed that, it was raining paragliders from the sky. In fact, these are what powered paragliders are. You can see that this equipment is right here. But before we get to the equipment, we have the best team of experts with us. We have Archana ma'am, who is actually an adventure enthusiast, air adventure enthusiast. And we have with us Commander Rajiv Sardana and also Group Captain R.K. Singh. All our team of defense experts will actually try and explain to you how this entire event unfolded. In fact, it was the element of surprise, sir, that was in fact elemental in wreaking so much havoc.
Nobody would have appreciated that powered paragliders could be used as a weapon for destruction. The Hamas fighters, they were trained for pretty long, which went unnoticed.
Right.
And as you rightly said, there was a festive season, and in the night there was a party. So the guards were lowered, unfortunately, and these guys, they took advantage of that situation and flew in with backpack paramotors as well as strikes.
Right. So
before this strike, as you see, it has got
right.
a passenger and a pilot behind. So the gentleman who can sit in front has all the liberty to fire a machine gun or any kind of rifle about 270 degrees.
Right.
There is a difference in between being a guerrilla and using a poor man's weapon as a paramotor, whereas compared to the Israeli army and the Air Force, even if they had the special forces people who are trained paracommandos, special forces, but they needed an aircraft to jump in. They needed a helicopter to jump in. Here, they did not need anything, and they did not even need to be, trained paratroopers. They were just coming as a passenger sitting in this paramotor, and which could not have been, picked up by the radars, came in at a very low height of 1,000 feet, and came to pinpointed accuracy to the point where they wanted to land and make their attack.
It's easy and moreover very cheap as compared to, getting an aircraft or getting, caught. So yeah, it is appreciable, whatever they have done, but then in a wrong reason.
Yeah, in fact, you can't really appreciate what they've done, but the fact is that it is unconventional, as rightly pointed out. It is unconventional, it is cost effective, it hardly takes much of training. And before we in fact go through the entire SOP of how this came about, let's take a ride and we'll try and make you understand that those minutes in the air, how the maneuvering was done, what was the on-air time, how much is the loiter time. We'll try and understand all those things. We just took a flight and it was extremely light. What is the weather conditions that are required for such a thing? Do you think that the militants would have actually seen what kind of weather is there? Is it really dependent on that?
It is indeed dependent on weather, and nowadays online platforms are there which can give you predictions of a fortnight in one go.
Right behind me you can see that the power glider is actually landing. if the motor is off, it doesn't make any sound at all. And here you can see that how he harnesses the entire direction of the glider. So very smooth landing there.
The sound factor, in case I want to be more discreet, I can switch off the motor and still land like this, depending on the proficiency level of the pilot.
Okay.
So it becomes more covert kind of operation wherein there is no sound at all.
Clearly, the power glider was not only trying to demolish or destroy and harm the Israeli population, but it's more of a psychological warfare of sorts that no matter how trained and how new age your technology and resources are, the Hamas militants have just smashed the entire Israeli formidable security system into smithereens. With video journalists Satya Rotre, Himanshu and Sanjay, this is Mosmi saying, and that's all in this special report from Manesar.